Amazing. Not just the football, not just the quarterbacks, the bleeping weather in Buffalo. 24 more inches of snow Wednesday, Thursday into Friday on the Niagara Frontier. The Bills got to practice on Wednesday. It was a struggle. As of noon, they weren't sure whether they were going to be able to practice within their bubble. Of course, the players couldn't get there because all the roads are clogged and closed. Friday, the snow's supposed to let up. 24 more inches on top of what they had before as they tried to clear the parking lot. Where do you put 36 inches of snow that they had last week? Because here comes 24 more. So the weather is going to be a bit better. There won't be snow. It may be cold. But here we go. Kansas City, Buffalo. Josh Allen, all everything. I mean, what he did this last playoff game, what he's done this entire season is just spectacular. He is now over 5,100 all-purpose yards. He has had his fingerprints accounted for 48 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes, 4,875 all-purpose yards. Patrick Mahomes has got 29 touchdown passes. They seem to have gotten beyond the turnover crisis that they've had. Travis Kelce, Rashee Rice, between them now, 181 receptions. Those guys have gotten progressively tougher and more responsible for big plays the second half of the season. Patrick Mahomes has never played a road playoff game.
Amazing.
Dude is 10-2 in wildcard games and divisional games and AFC championship games at Arrowhead. He's never played away from home. He's going to the snow. That is Josh Allen on the other sideline. Now we'll see what happens next. I think the keys to the game, the Chiefs have to deny the Bills' run game. I think that Kansas City's got to stack the gaps. They're going to stop the run, which means putting a lid on James Cook, who's got 1,200 yards rushing. And if Josh Allen wants to run, then fine, he's going to have to run through people to get there. I think that their secondary is going to have to hold up in single coverage against Diggs, etc. They got to take one component away. And if you spy on Josh Allen and you jump gaps, maybe you can slow that offense down. And from the Buffalo perspective, they lost Matt Milano really early. They lost Trey White really early. Those are two of their best players at the back end. Can Buffalo's back seven defensively hold up to all the things the Mahomes has at the line of scrimmage? And whether that's just Kelce and Rice, or it's the running backs they're going to throw to, that's the big issue, is what happens to linebackers in the secondary. Can they defend all the things that Mahomes is going to do? This, to me, is a flip a coin in the air ball game. Yeah. Pick 'em, pal. Anybody could win this one. I just wish it was in a great, great element. I wish there was sunshine. I wish it was 50 degrees and good turf rather than 9 degrees, wind blowing across the field off the lake, or even lake effect snow. It's too bad. I know that watching weather games is kind of fun, but to see these guys dazzle each other in good weather, that would be the price of admission. So what do you think?
Yeah, well, in good weather, both these teams are dynamic, but as a football fan, it's fun to watch it, on TV. I don't know how in the heck those fans go to the stadium and sit through that for like 3 or 4 hours in the cold and the snow. And they're
drink, baby.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably down in the Jack Daniels to stay warm. These two teams have met in the playoffs a number of times. Was it last year and the year before?
Yeah, and Kansas City's won.
And Kansas City's won. So I'm pulling for the Bills. They're the ones that lost 4 Super Bowls in a row, 30 years ago. And it'd be nice to reward those fans, especially after, the Hamlin situation and everything that they've gone through. But it's going to be a fun game, isn't it? I mean, it's going to be exciting.
Like I said, I wish it was in the sunshine somewhere on a fast track, because they got a lot of dynamic football players. And by the way, the fans, I wish I had the picture. I wish I'd taken the picture off my TV screen last week in the Steeler-Buffalo game, where they had all the snow and the fans had to bring their ticket in the left hand, a snow shovel in the right hand, so they could get in to sit in a seat. And there were Steeler fans sitting in their row by themselves. There was nobody in front of them. The snow had not been cleared in front of them or in back of them. And Steeler fan is sitting there with his legs up on the snowbank, and his Iron City beer in the snow getting chilled.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
just great.
Okay, so we got Kansas City, Buffalo. You're an NFL fan. Fire us a question, Fans Forum. If you want to pick that game, tell us what you think the difference is. We move on to the other